What is up, YouTube? So this will be my very first video that I have ever posted long form content. In the past, I have posted a lot of short form content, which is like a minute, 2 minutes, maybe sometimes 5 minutes. And there's only so much you can say in a 1 minute to 2 minute video. So I want to start posting on YouTube. Now, as far as getting views on YouTube is extremely difficult. I understand that. But the only way to find out or to learn the algorithm is to just start posting. And the majority of the things that you do in your life are going to be hard anyway. So the best way to learn is just start. So that's what we're going to do. So today we're going to be talking about how to develop a winner's mindset. And how to develop a winner's mindset is the same blueprint for everyone. Everyone goes by the same exact blueprint, which is a winner is someone who does what he doesn't want to do because it's the right thing to do. Now, there's a lot of things in your life that you may not want to do on a day-to-day basis, but you know that you have to do them because it's your duty, your responsibility, and perhaps maybe it's something that you want to do in your life, but the risk is too high. You're afraid of failure, you're afraid of people laughing at you, you're afraid of the rejection, someone saying no, whatever. But how do you overcome those struggles and the things that you really don't want to face during the process of trying to become a winner? So, as for me, about 4 years ago, I didn't know what a winner was until certain things have happened in my life that I had to develop a winner's mindset. And what a winner's mindset is necessarily is you stop worrying about how you feel and perform regardless of how you feel. So whatever has happened in your life, you may feel sad, you may feel angry, you may be confused, you may be depressed, whatever the case may be. But you're never really going to feel better unless you choose to get up regardless. And what keeps most people stuck during this process is that they wait until they feel a little better and they think that, okay, now I'll go to the gym. Okay, now I'll go to work. But the truth is, you're never really going to feel better. You're just going to have to choose to get up and fight until you do feel better. And the only way that is if you start stacking days. You get up every day, you go to work, you don't feel very good. But when you go home, you feel a little better because you have good dopamine, good endorphins firing because you showed up regardless of how you felt. And only you know how you really felt that whole entire day, but you still chose to get up. And when you choose to get up every single day, you start to gain momentum. And when you start to gain momentum, it's very hard to stop you, but it's hard to get that momentum when you first start. So that was something that was very difficult for me because I was relying on how I felt. I made decisions and I took action on things that I only felt like doing. And the truth is, if you want to develop a winner's mindset, it doesn't matter how you feel because you have to realize this. Your life in general doesn't care about how you feel. Your goals doesn't care. Life is going to continue to life. The only way that you will be able to gain momentum as you're trying to get out of the hole that you are currently in is by facing your day, by embracing whatever struggle you are currently going through and realizing you're not supposed to like it, you're not supposed to feel like doing it, you just have to do it regardless. But most people, when they go through certain things in their life, they accept the life that they have and they never progress. They stay stagnant, they stay exactly where they're at, and then years pass and they look back and have regret. So if you really think about it, you're going to suffer either way you look at it. So the best way that I like to approach anything that I am currently going through, I think about what exactly will I look back on at this current moment and be thankful, that I continued the journey, because all that suffering and pain that you're avoiding, regret is going to overpower that, because regret is something that, you can't take back, you can't try again at. We're all going to become old. We're all going to look back on all our failures and all the stuff that we wish we could have, embarked on. And we can't. And that's when regret overplays all the suffering and pain, because now you have suffering, pain, and regret. So instead of, running from the suffering, pain, embrace it so that you don't have regret. And that's something that I learned along my way. The very first principle that a lot of people need to realize about building a winner's mindset is taking 100% responsibility for their lives. Now, a lot of people say, this is not my fault. I can't help this. I can't help that. I can't control this or whatever. But in all reality, it's really easy to blame other people for certain things that have happened to you. It's easy to blame your parents, your past, or people who have left you in your life or whatever, and you just stay stagnant and blame everybody else for your life. But when you blame everybody else, then it just takes power away from you. And once you do that, that's the people who stay exactly where they're at their whole entire life. And then next thing you know, they go into addiction, they go into other things in their life that they can't take back, and they're just trapped. And I learned in my life that if I took responsibility for everything that has happened in my life, I have power over it, and it gives me a fighting chance to fix it. Because when you look at your life and give yourself feedback on certain things that have happened in your life, it's very easy, for you to make the best move. What is the best move for me to make right now? Whether or not it's something that, you'll gain from it, you may be in a losing position. But if you look at the chessboard and say, this is the best move I can make. Perhaps, I'm not going to gain a lot from it, but this is the best move. If I make that route, I'm going to put myself in a worse position. So one of the best things that I tell everyone is to take responsibility for your life. And my life never progressed faster until I started taking 100% responsibility for my life. Number 2 of building a winner's mindset is discipline. Doing what you don't feel like doing, but you do it because you have to do it. And it's very easy to be motivated, to do something when you feel like doing it, or when everything is in your favor. If I do this, I'll get this. So it's very easy for you to stay committed to certain goals or things in your life because you'll get it. But a person who shows up day in and day out, despite of getting a result from it, or despite of feeling like doing it, is a person who will win way more than the person who does feel like doing it. And that's one of the best things that I learned along my journey. You cannot develop a winner's mindset or be successful in this world if you do not have discipline, because the majority of the days you're not going to feel like doing it, because there's going to be times in your life where the odds are stacked against you and you have to continue to keep moving forward despite of what is actually happening. But if you're disciplined, you show up every single day, eventually you're going to win. But it's very hard to get yourself to be motivated to do it. That's why I always tell people, do not rely on motivation to start something. If you genuinely want to start something, you start that day. Like these people who start New Year's resolutions, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna start saving money, I'm gonna get a better job, this or whatever. They wait until January 1st and then they start it. If you are a person who waits, you're never going to ever start or stay committed to it, period. If you're a person who is serious about your goals, then you have to understand that discipline is extremely important. And if you are a person who is serious, you'll start immediately. You're not going to wait. The number 3 principle to becoming a winner is getting comfortable with failure and understanding in your mind that failure is your friend. Failure is another attempt that you are realizing that does not work, which gets you closer to your goal. Okay, you realize like this does not work, I'm gonna try something else. So really failure is your friend. The only way that failure is a failure is if you quit. So your mindset has to shift to understand that it's okay if I'm failing. It's good that I'm failing. That means I'm trying. Because the majority of people that you come across don't even attempt to try. And all they do is bash the people who are trying to make themselves feel better for their lack of effort or their commitment. So if you are a person who wants to do certain things in their life, but you are afraid of failure, risk, rejection, or what people may say or think about you, then you have to switch your mindset into thinking like this is what being a successful person is all about. All these people that you look up to that are successful have failed way more than people have ever even tried. So they have had long periods in their life where they have failed over and over and over again. But instead of quitting, they learn from their mistakes and continue to move forward. So that is what it takes to be a winner, is by accepting failure and realizing that failure is your friend, it's not your enemy. Step number 4 of becoming a winner is by being surrounded by winners. Fixing your environment. So if you have a lot of goals, right, and we've all been in this position where we have a lot of goals, we're very excited about our goals, and we tell that to someone else that have given up on their goals a long time ago. You tell them your goals, and then they downgrade it. They say it's not going to work out. Maybe you should try this. What's your plan B, etc. If you tell these goals to certain people, it's going to be very unmotivating for you to try because you think you're going to fail because of how small-minded they are. So the best thing that I try to do myself, and I try to tell other people as well, is to be surrounded by people who want to win, who are doing similar things that you are wanting to do or that they are better at than you, and be around them because you'll learn from them and you'll find better ways that work that you can, put into your life and speed up the process of what you're trying to do in your life. And you don't have to worry about the aspect of motivation to do it because you're surrounded by people who are doing it already and you know it's possible because they're doing it. But if you're around people who already given up, it's very hard for you to, tell your goals to anybody at that point because they're just going to downgrade it. It's very unmotivating. So if you can't find an environment of people, you can be around, then just go solo. It's very hard to go solo. I would say that I am solo in a lot of my goals. I do everything on my own, but you have to be careful about who you tell your goals to because, it can be very, very unmotivating when you're trying to do them, when you're struggling and people say it's not going to work. You have to build a mindset that can't be broken despite of what people have said or have happened to them. It's very important that you be aware of what's around you and take feedback from others, whether that be good or bad, and put it into your life and learn from it. Because for me, I see a lot of people who are starting a business and they fail and then they just give up and then they tell me, don't do it, you're going to fail too. And don't adopt the mindset of someone who has already given up ever in your life. And I think that's one of the biggest ones is just fix your environment and you'll go a lot further around people who are winning or people you want to become like. The fifth and final principle of becoming a winner is by keeping your eyes on the goal. What is your goal? What is your plan to achieve that goal? A lot of people have goals, but to me, they're more like dreams because they don't even know where they're heading. They don't have a plan. They just kind of go through the motions every single day and hope it works out. You have to have a plan in order to execute the things that you want in your life. So it's very important that you keep your vision very close to you so you can continue to keep moving forward and keep those principles with you that we just talked about. Because as you're trying to progress each and every single day, it's very, tiring, it's exhausting. But you may not get result from it on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis. It may take months, it may take years before you even see any type of progress. But if you have a plan, you know where you're heading. Eventually it's going to work out. So I would say and recommend that you make a plan for yourself and you execute that every single day, despite of what the result says or despite of what your account says, whatever. And it's very important that you keep moving forward. And I always ask myself, what I'm doing today, will it matter in the next 3 to 5 to 10 years? And if that answer is yes, then you're on the right track. You just keep moving forward. A lot of people feel like they have to do something and get something back in return immediately. And if it's something that is that quick, then it's really not valuable anyway. Most of the things that are delayed is something that is building you, and also it's something that is worth it. And once you get it, you'll value it and you'll keep it because you realize all the pain that you had to go through to get it. So it's very important that you stay focused on your goals and understand that you have to have a plan in order to execute something, or you're going to burn out. That's the reason why people burn out in their life, because they don't have a plan. They just feel like they're just doing all this stuff for no reason. So if you have a plan and you track everything and you'll see it from 3 to 5 years, then you're on the right track and you just keep doing it day by day. I always ask myself, what I'm doing today, will it matter in the next 3 to 5 to 10 years? And if that answer is yes, then you're on the right track. You just keep moving forward. A lot of people feel like they have to do something and get something back in return immediately. And if it's something that is that quick, then it's really not valuable anyway. Most of the things that are delayed is something that is building you, and also it's something that is worth it. And once you get it, you'll value it and you'll keep it because you realize all the pain that you had to go through to get it. So it's very important that you stay focused on your goals and understand that you have to have a plan in order to execute something, or you're going to burn out. That's the reason why people burn out in their life, because they don't have a plan. They just feel like they're just doing all this stuff for no reason. So if you have a plan and you track everything and you'll see it from 3 to 5 years, then you're on the right track and you just keep doing it day by day. So the 5 principles of developing a winner's mindset is: number 1, take 100% responsibility for your life. Number 2, do the hard things when you don't feel like doing it, which is discipline. My memory's bad, so I'm gonna go over the 5 that I just talked about. I can't remember them. I've already went over this like twice already, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna read it. Okay. So number 1, take 100% responsibility for everything in your entire life. The only way that you'll succeed is if you give yourself feedback and take responsibility and gain your power back. Number 2, do the hard things even when you don't feel like it, which is discipline. Number 3, get comfortable with failure. Failure is your friend, not your enemy. Number 4, surround yourself with winners who want to win, so you'll win faster. Number 5, keep your eyes on the goal. Have a plan. And this was a little jumbled. I'll get better with posting long form content. Obviously, this is not the best video I've ever posted, but the best way to get better is by failure, which is something we talked about. So that's what we're going to get better at for myself. Obviously, I have more goals, but for right now, this is my goal, to get better with long form content. And if you guys can follow me on this YouTube account that I have created, my TikTok accounts, my Instagram, and Snapchat, that'll be great. I actually have 3 or 4 accounts. Let me think. I have an Instagram account. It's Mason Helms Fit. Then I have a Snapchat. It's Mason Helms 30. Then I have 3 TikTok accounts. I have my Mason Helms Fit, which is motivational, spirituality, physicality, mentality, breakups, relationships, things like that. That's my main account. That's the first account I ever started with. I think there's like 76,000 followers or something like that. I'm very consistent with that, but I need to become more consistent. That's my main account. That's the first one I ever started with. Number 2 is I made a trucking account. It's Helms Trucking, and I just post financial things that I have learned along my way. It actually went pretty viral, so I'm actually impressed with that one, because people's attention span is fried. They can't stay focused on a long form content video. I mean, I'm guilty of it myself. So it's very good to see that people want to still improve. My other account is my lifting account, and it's just some highlight reels, I guess, of my workout videos, my PRs, and my meals and things like that. And I think that's all. But I'm going to be posting all my social media links below this video, so if you can follow it, that'd be great. And I do appreciate all of you guys who took the time to watch this video. It may have not been the best video, and I'll be honest with it, as I'm about to edit it right after I end this video, I'm probably going to cringe a little bit, but you know what? That's how you get better. You just keep posting. Never in a million years I would think that I would be talking in front of a camera and posting online. It's crazy. Like, I was so shy. I couldn't talk on the phone. I mean, talk on camera, I'd get shy, and I don't know, I struggled with it. And now God led me to do this. For some reason, I just feel like I have to do this. So this is what I do. It's what I enjoy. I have a passion for. I help inspire people to become the best version of themselves. And also, you guys help me a lot too. So I can remember all the videos that I posted in the past were perhaps cringy. I was not very good at talking on camera, and I could still improve now, obviously. But if you scroll back to my old videos on TikTok, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I kept trying, and I got better and better and better. And that's what life's all about, is just keep trying. So, message of the day: be a trier, and you'll go far in life.